be more creative and thoughtful. I'm gonna I was asked not to go to people that I haven't spoken
I may
to.
have misunderstood it. I thought you said early on that if negotiations with the teachers union reached an impasse and neither side was gonna move, that the default position was an increase in the teachers'
They maintain their benefits and they go up in step.
So why would they wanna negotiate and?
Exactly.
So
That's why you have to say no.
is it a yearly step with them?
Yeah.
Because
Yes,
it's 5 years.
5-0.
Yes, every year.
Every year. Oh my
Understanding of the process is so key to this.
That's the first thing you gotta change.
Everybody, I think everybody has to pay for their benefits. That would be the biggest cut right there. I'm not saying deny the teachers their salary, give them their salary, but they have to pay benefits like everybody else in this world.
I don't even have
I mean,
benefits.
I don't have any benefits, I had to choose not to have benefits.
Right.
Because I can't afford them. It's ridiculous. Everybody should, they
I
should cut
think-
this, they can't pay for it, like everybody else.
We're hearing you, and we've
I mean, I love
taken that
teachers.
information into,
Pay for your benefits like everybody else.
I'm going, since I really want to just kind of move us, because I think I'm down about 2 minutes at this point at best, okay? Is that I wanted to point out page 19, with this budget, we are not going into our reserves. One of the budget presentations early on in the year was about how districts really are all on this plan, that without really increasing local taxes or having the tax cap levy would limit, which we understand, that eventually districts will have to go into their reserves. Like, we're proposing 0 this year. Next year, we're hoping to come back to you with something good too. But the thing is, our biggest bang is this year with the reconfiguration. So it's just not set up with the way the aid is. The biggest way to get enough more aid, we know we're gonna have less and less aid, and the state is requiring us to go to local taxpayers, but we do not want to tap into these reserves, and we want to use them when we need to use them for the appropriate use. So,
So what percentage are you looking to keep on this?
we are proposing a 0%.
No, fund balance. What is your percentage?
Right now, the fund
regular
balance
budget?
that's in there is 14 million, and we still have money in there, and you're actually bringing me to my last page. All right, so I just
Hold on.
wanted.
So you're saying you want to keep a fund balance of 1/3 of the budget itself?
You know what, the fund balance and budget is the money will get released as certain things get addressed. Like, for example, there's a repair reserve, and nothing's been done really in this district to really fix our schools in any significant way except for Bennett. And so some of the money that's there is because of, with all the different change in leadership you've had with the superintendent, projects have been left undone. So actually there's over $11 million that we could spend right on repairs right now. I'm in the facilities committee. We're trying to figure out how to live within what's in the reserves and get things done. But there's way more need than there is money. So we're going through priorities. There's a tax cert, town of Olive went through the tax cert, right, with New York. That's been resolved. Now we're working with Hurley, because they're getting snookered, with New York. And so the issue there is, once that gets resolved, if it works in our direction, we'll be able to work that out too. I need to let you guys get back to your meeting.
Early settled,
What?
early settled their tax certiorari case for the city.
It is not settled yet. The paperwork isn't signed. There's some proposals. It's looking good. It's not signed yet.
Hasn't been signed by New York.
We're expecting it this summer. And then if that happens, and if we don't owe taxes back in arrears, then we'll release those reserves. So they're for
Right, so
specific.
Bert, do you have that information? What was the agreement?
Charlie?
Yeah,
Early-
but
we
early.
don't have Early's agreement.
Oh.
We have all of it.
Okay.
We have a 10-year agreement of our own.
So anyway, the main thing that we would like you to do, if you look at page 21, is we're waiting for the resolution on Pearlie. We're gonna continue to monitor enrollment. We wanna continue to plan appropriately to meet the needs of kids. We're asking you to come out and vote on May 15th from 2 to 9 at all 4 elementary schools. There are 2 board seats open, and there are 4 people running for those 2 board seats. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll stay with school business for just a minute. We have 2 young ladies that would like to run for the school board or are running for the school board. And I know it's Rebecca, but I gotta go find your last name here. Rebecca Balsig and Mrs. Nielsen. I guess Rebecca wanna go first?
Sure. It's been a while since people called me young, so thank you for that. Am I good, right here?
You are.
I just want to introduce myself, thank you. I know you have a very busy meeting tonight, so thank you for giving me a few minutes, a few seconds, I was told earlier today. My name is Rebecca Balzac, and I am running for the Ontario School Board. I live in Olive. I live with my husband, my 2 children. They're both currently in Bennett Elementary School, and next year my younger will be in the town of Woodstock. He'll be in Woodstock Elementary School with the reconfiguration vote. So I'm running because watching the decisions that have been made by the school board, watching what's been going on with the changes in the school and proposed changes in curriculum, I don't feel like the district as a whole is being represented, and I don't feel like the district as a whole was benefited by the decision, the reconfiguration decision that was made by the current school board. Essentially what happened is the decision out of the 3 proposals that were before the board, they chose the plan that keeps the Phoenicia School open. It also happened to be the least cost savings. You know, it's interesting, I was speaking to a friend of mine earlier today, and she's an Ontario graduate, she lives in Kingston, and she was telling me they had great electives. When she was here, when she was in high school, it was amazing, the great number of classes and choices that they have. And when I speak to parents who have children in the middle school and high school, I don't hear that. I hear there's nothing there. My child has to be ready for college soon, or has to be ready to work soon. And I'm really worried about what's there. And I feel that the decision that was made is not the way to use our resources. I mean, we just heard that the resources are dwindling and enrollment is going down, and the resources have to be used wisely, and they have to go to what's going to really be best for our children's education. And you know, we've had you know, other issues up in the school board, and there are other decisions that are being made by the administration, and I don't want to take up too much time by going through each one. But we actually have a Meet the Candidates night on Thursday at the middle school, high school auditorium. So if you have more questions, I hope everybody will come and listen and speak. Questions, I can hang out and ask questions later, so.
Whatever you like.
It's up to you. I can, all right, I'll let Sabine speak. I can always hang out and ask questions later.
Did I interrupt?
How are you?
Sorry. Did I interrupt you again?
Go.
No, no.
I think I'm fighting a cold, so I've kind of lost my voice. Just let me know if you can't hear me. I wrote down a couple things so I would remember everything. My name is Sabelle Nielsen. I have 2 kids, Tristan and Sasha. My son is in 2nd grade at Woodstock School, and my daughter's in preschool, and they both went to preschool at Discovery Preschool over by Dairy on Route 20. And I mention that because in their formative years, the last 5 years, almost all their friends are from Olive and are going now to Bennett, and I've kind of become part of that community and heard a lot of their Bennett parent stories in the last few years, especially in the last year since reconfiguration came up. And since I'm here in Olive, I kind of wanted to talk about how I think the decisions of the board in the last year or so have impacted Olive. I just want to say that ever since Ontario was built in the early 1950s, I think Olive has been held together mostly by the school. And this is a district that is built up of different communities, and my mom and my aunts and uncle all went to Ontario, and I went there too. And this is the first time since then that this district is being split up like this. Maybe I'll just run through. Dr. McGill had put 3 models out, and I know you have other things to get to tonight, but I'll just try to go through